All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to SOUNDCHECK, the podcast for music and nothing else. I'm just kidding. We have a pretty eclectic range of topics today. So I'm Matthew Simmons, and if you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick.
I'm Nate Richard.
I'm Parker Carlson.
And we're just going to jump right into it because we have some doozies today. So the first one, the topic that we're going to talk about is something that I've been wanting to talk about since SOUNDCHECK's been a thing. And ever since I keep getting reminded of it, which is more than I would like to admit, and that is the music career of everyone's favorite Avenger and app developer, Jeremy Renner.
App developer?
Do you not know about the Jeremy Renner app?
This dude really is going through a midlife crisis.
Yes.
Hey. Heaven don't have a name.
Off to a good start. So the two songs I had them listen to were Heaven Don't Have a Name, which was the first single he released, and Believer, not the Imagine Dragons song, but he wrote it and performed it for the hit animated movie, I love you, Arctic Dogs, which everybody saw and everybody is talking about.
Yeah. I'm still riding off that high.
Dude, it's...
and Jeremy Renner, near and dear to my heart.
Near and dear.
Ever since then.
So I just want to know, if you could describe Jeremy Renner's music that you heard in one word, what would it be?
I mean, I can't say it.
It's gotta be
crap.
PG. That's good.
Okay. Imagine lots of hyphens. Faux country mixed with a faux hawk. That's as close as I can get.
It's not one word.
Hyphenated.
He said hyphenated.
It's hyphenated.
Okay.
It's hyphenated.
Okay.
Faux country with a faux hawk. That is amazing. But he decided out of nowhere, I guess because maybe his Avengers career is over. I know after Endgame and his TV show, he's probably going to be passing off the bow and arrow to someone else.
Steinfeld.
Right, yeah.
Haley Steinfeld.
Another singer.
Yes.
He's not really the best.
Actual, she's a good singer, but
Yeah.
whatever.
That's another.
But he decided that he needs to take the next evolution in his career and decided to release music. And he's been a singer before. He's done some talk show things. He's I remember he did a Hawkeye rendition of Thinking Out Loud, the Ed Sheeran song on a late night show once. That was kind of funny. And he had I always thought he had a pretty good voice. But Heaven Don't Have a Name, and it's not Jeremy Renner. These songs are just... they're disgusting.
I thought they were SNL parodies at first. I refuse to believe that Jeremy Renner was actually in a music career. It seems like some elaborate joke.
He partnered up, yeah, because I first heard about it where he posted a snippet of it on social media, and I was like, this isn't real. He's just going to be an actor in a Jeep commercial or something.
Yeah.
But it turns out he partnered with Jeep over the summer to release this music, and it's included in all of their marketing and everything.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
It feels to me like he listened to Imagine Dragons.
Yep.
And then he's like, I can do that. And he forms a band with all these dads from the Beverly Hills suburb. And they decide to make a band called, I don't know, the Renners. The Hawkeyes.
I don't know if it's a band.
The Purple Hawkeyes.
I think it's just Jeremy Renner paying some guy way too much to do stuff on GarageBand.
Yeah.
But you wrote down a few wonderful lyrics that I forgot about. You mentioned there's one in Heaven Don't Have a Name that says, "Oh, she tastes like lipstick and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is that a drink?
I don't know.
Tanqueray? I'm not entirely sure."
Parker, do you know this one?
Oh my God. Oof. No.
That's a no.
I don't, yeah, no.
Not it. But it's Heaven Don't Have a Name is just this super overly dramatic pop rock song. And my favorite part about it is that the verse builds up to this instrumental, and then the chorus instrumental is not any different from the verse, so it doesn't build up to anything. It just stays on the same level the entire time. And then Believer, which he wrote for Arctic Dogs, is basically a classic dad rock song, basically. And you can just hear the struggle and sadness in his voice, and it's I don't want to like come at anybody because I know like he's going through some stuff right now.
Yeah.
But then again, he also released a 13-minute documentary on how he made the music for it.
No, he did not.
No.
It's on his site,
Arctic Dogs?
JeremyLeeRenner.com.
No.
The making of the music.
We have to watch this.
We gotta watch it. Is this gonna be like your new rental breakdown?
Oh my
but for music?
God.
It's just Jeremy Renner.
It's just the Jeremy Renner show. We go through every one of his things, but yeah, I only sent you links to 2 of them.
Renner
But
check.
trust me when I believe that every other song that he's released is the same level of like trying too hard to make something like super edgy, and it's just awful. It's so bad. And I don't know why I subject myself so much to it. I'm at the point where like I'm low key kind of invested in the Jeremy Renner music.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just astounded that he peaked with Hawkeye, and
The
then
worst
he could have
Avenger.
he could have even still he could have just ridden that out
Yeah.
until he done something else, and then he decides to pick up with Arctic Dogs.
He has Mission Impossible too, and it's like
He dropped out of both of those
Oh
franchises.
my God.
And the Bourne franchise too.
to be a musician.
He's making really great life choices right now.
I hope he has a day job that he keeps with this music career because
Music is his life. he won't know what to do.
Non-fades.
So you're basically saying he's the Hawkeye of the music industry. It's like Imagine Dragons is like Iron Man and everything, and then he's like, oh, I want to be one of them too.
I the Avenger.
I can be an Avenger.
Look at
I can get a
me.
Grammy.
Look at me.
Oh my God! I really hope he wins a Grammy one day. And
Oh.
we all look back and we're just like, that was the right decision. But yeah, this is the one time on the show where, at the end, I'll usually go back and be like, yeah, listen to everything we talked about today. Don't listen to Jeremy Renner. You don't need to subject yourself to that the way that I've kind of invested my whole life in it. Like my life right now is basically Jeremy Renner's music career and the Cats movie.
Oh, you poor
that's
soul.
where I am
That
right
is like,
now.
that is.
It's a good life. It's a good life.
I am weirdly too invested in both of these things, but
You're a sadist, aren't you?
yes,
You
I
enjoy
would assume
pain.
so. If anybody like listens to, okay, I just want to look this up. So I'm gonna look Jeremy Renner's music on YouTube and just look at some of the comments below it,
Oh God, yes.
because I wonder if people are liking this stuff, or if they're just like, it's Jeremy Renner. Like the song "Main Attraction" has around 5 million views. The like to dislike ratio is a lot more leaning positively. Top comment, 7,000 likes. Probably the only Marvel actor whose real life person is more badass than his character.
Oh, honey. Oh,
The next
Sasha
one-
223. You are so wrong.
What are you doing?
What are you doing with your
This
life?
this needs to be played in the new Black Widow movie. No, it does not actually.
Is that like a joke?
I don't
Yeah.
know. This is my favorite one. Jeremy Renner is my favorite actor, band, and app. This is so wonderful. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yeah, please don't listen to this anymore.
I love how on the Believer for Arctic Dogs, like half the comments are just like Spanish. So I like to assume that they just literally cannot understand.
I hope like Arctic Dog is just like a really huge movie overseas.
Yeah. Jeremy, we got to pull you back in. We got to get that Oscar nomination for Best Original Soundtrack.
Jeez. Oh my God.
Heart like if you love Jeremy Renner.
I like that. 'Cause
Yeah,
we
I'm
all
gonna
know
like
he
that.
does.
Yeah.
He's America's sweetheart. He's America's dad.
241st.
Yeah.
He's America's stepdad.
There we go.
Let's not get too carried away.
Midlife crisis stepdad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. We love you, Jeremy. We don't.
I like this guy.
But
Read this.
Don't really
here.
want to say that.
No, this one.
This comment says, "This is so underrated. He is so underrated." No, Romina Luna Herrera, you're underrated. I don't know what that means, but all right. So we're good talking about Jeremy Renner probably for the rest of our lives.
He'll just spring up again, like he did this
Honestly,
time.
it's just
Yeah.
he'll pop out of nowhere, and you're just like, oh God, I'm listening to Jeremy Renner all
Oh,
of a
yeah.
sudden.
Oh, the Emoji Movie 2? Jeremy Renner.
I want him to
Oh,
star
yeah.
and to score it
Yeah.
and have the whole soundtrack set to his music. But yeah. Wonderful, wonderful topic. So we're now going to move on to Parker's suggestion. So if you want to talk a little bit about that real quick.
Okay, so one of my favorite bands on the face of the earth is Kaiser Chiefs. Nobody's heard of them.
Nope.
Because they were amazing, like in the early 2000s, as like an indie pop punk rock band. I don't know. They were pretty alternative.
Yep.
And then, unbeknownst to me, this past August, completely flew under the radar because apparently nobody's listening to them anymore. They have a new album out that's entirely pop and like the most basic. Like, I can't even comprehend why they would change something because. They used to have like such memorable songs, and like if you know, I'm at the point now. I've listened to them so many times where if you say any one of their songs, I can like, I can sing it off the top of my head. But with this new album, okay. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Never been so far away from home. Okay.
You sound just like him.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. And then now they swapped to pop for some reason, and it's not them anymore. And I thought it's interesting because. It seems like, at least to me, I keep on hearing about all these bands that keep on reviving themselves and then swapping to pop from their original. Like,
it's
Paramore was the one that I kept on thinking about.
Yeah. It's been like a really big trend recently where rock bands have been slowly leaning more towards pop. And in Paramore's case, like, I'll defend them because I think they actually did something very good with it.
It seemed kind of like more like a retro pop.
Yeah,
like
it's
80s,
a throwback, like 80s.
Yeah.
And they still keep elements of themselves in it, which kind of keeps the fan base going. But like, I'm trying to think of some recent examples. Like Linkin Park's last album was very like just straight on a pop record.
Imagine Dragons, I think, went down that.
Yeah, they started off kind of indie-ish.
Yeah,
their first album was
Yeah, I
definitely
remember
much so
because like
like
in middle school, I was scared of like the Imagine Dragons kids. You know, they're all wearing like wallet chains and everything. And it's like, oh God. And then now you go into a Jamba Juice and you hear Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. Going from like Radioactive and
To
like,
Thunder.
to
Oh yeah.
one of my least favorite songs I have ever heard in my entire life.
Really?
Right above Jeremy Renner though. So,
Right above.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I won't go that low, but yeah, pretty bad.
The first time I heard that song, I was like, it's not that bad, but it keeps on getting played over and
It's
over and
just
over and
so
over and over and
repetitive.
over.
Once you
again.
listen to it like 3 times, you realize it's not a good song. Yeah.
So back to Kaiser Chiefs, I had never heard of them either.
Yeah.
And the 2 songs that you gave us 4 songs, I asked for like 2 ones that you think are a good example of what they used to be, and 2 examples of what they are now. And so the good songs that he showed were "Oh My God" and "The Angry Mob," which I really dug both of them a lot.
Yeah. They have their own sound, at least from like when they used
Very
to do their
British.
stuff. Very
but
British.
I really did like the lyrics, especially on "The Angry Mob." Just really just super fun.
Yeah,
fun
there's like
songs.
I think that's the song with like a line about turning into a powered up Pac-Man or something, and it's like kind of like you listen to the lyrics and you kind of giggle.
Yeah.
But you're still rocking out and everything. And then now it's just like, oh, we're going on a holiday.
Yeah.
like,
The other 2 songs were "Northern Holiday" and "People Know How to Love One Another." And you can tell just based off of like going from Angry Mob to "People Know How to Love One Another." You can see like they've gone like very
Huge difference,
lighthearted.
night and day.
I will say like their turn to popish kind of thing isn't as bad as I've seen like from a lot of other rock bands.
Right, yeah.
Like it's still kind of cute, you know.
Yeah, it's they're cute, you know.
Good description.
I think it's more that they're focusing, I guess, on like British pop, if that makes sense, and that's where like kind of the cuteness comes from, as opposed to like American pop, which kind of feels a little bit more generic. And,
It's more like manufactured.
yeah, more manufactured. So there's that, but like, I'm just so disappointed.
Yeah.
Like they were my favorite band, and now.
Yeah, there are definitely people like Paramore and even like more recently Bring Me the Horizon, who started off super heavy metalcore. They kind of lean more into electronic stuff now, and they still sound very good. But like there are other bands who just now release just like trap rock is the thing, which I hate so much. Like those are 2 genres that should just stay way far away.
Yeah.
Do you know any bands that you listen to that kind of turned into a direction that you hated?
Like I said, Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine Dragon.
because I like their original stuff a lot, and some of their, I know on the same album that they did Thunder on, I did like Friction.
Friction's so good though.
That's a great song.
That was in the Mission
But-
Impossible trailer, right?
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah,
the reason
okay.
why.
That was,
I like it
that,
so
that was a
much.
good song. That was a good
But
song.
just their last album, I think that came out a year ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Almost exactly. I think it was this weekend. And
You know this?
yeah,
It's on my
Keeps up to
calendar.
date.
I was like hyped up for that album,
Anniversary.
and I was so let down by that. Like,
Yeah.
it just, to me, it took a steep decline.
Yeah.
I think it's them just trying to just follow that trend and get more like their mainstream appeal back because like rock music is not really popular anymore.
And I feel like I'm kind of worried that like My Chemical Romance just announced that they're like coming back together or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
And to me, it seems like they have the prime opportunity to just go right into pop because then they'll get like more like the commercial advertisement deals and everything, and they'll probably earn more money through pop than their more hardcore
Yeah.
rock that they've done
Well,
in the past.
even their last album, Danger Days, was kind of leaning a little bit more towards, I don't want to say like poppy, but I guess like the song "Sing" is a very very like hardcore pop song.
It's more washed out
Yes,
than it used
yeah,
to be.
it's not like the Black Parade or anything where
right.
it's just that heavy. But I don't really see My Chem going that way. At least I hope not, because
Yeah.
I just don't think they'd fit well with that kind of
See,
music.
now, I would have said the same thing about like Paramore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, with like Misery Business and all this stuff. And now they're doing like what's the
Hard Times.
yeah Hard Times.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good one. But yeah, so I don't know. It just feels like with the whole like genres are just mixing together now.
Yeah.
And with like Spotify and everything, they're probably getting more money from like other other avenues, and
It's just them
easier to
trying
go,
It's
yeah.
easier to write pop songs, and it's also
Yeah.
just easier to stay relevant that way too, and keep the streams coming. Unfortunately.
plus like I feel like in general people are moving away towards rock.
Nope. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no longer a thing.
Yeah,
that-
it's mostly just either pop or rap from what I hear.
That's
now.
That's basically like what like the Billboard top like
Yeah.
100 is now.
Exactly,
It's no
yeah.
longer like
So-
like the only rock bands you'll see, and these are like rock bands are like Imagine Dragons and like maybe 21 Pilots here and there.
Yeah.
Even though I really like 21
So-
Pilots, and so
Yeah, it's like I'm disappointed, but I understand because at the end of the day, they got to make money.
Yep.
And like they got to keep on, working. It's a business for them. So as much as it's disappointing for fans, it's kind of
yeah.
it's the way the world works.
Yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely thank you for the recommendation, because I'll definitely go check out their stuff now.
Highly recommend.
Just super.
Employment, and then Education, Education and War. 2 great albums.
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah.
They have multiple albums called Education.
Yeah.
There's Education 1,
Education,
2.
Education 2.
The prequel. Yeah, it's just pretty great. Yeah, so that's very, very cool. And definitely anybody should check them out. I think like if you're a fan of, like you said, like very British. indie rock, like their early stuff, from what I've heard so far, it's very good. So let's move on to our last topic, which is a little interesting. So if you want to kind of introduce that first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a new movie coming out this weekend. Yes, I'm bringing movies into the music podcast, but
We just can't get rid of this kid.
You're never invited again. This is your last show.
so the song, the Wham! George Michael song, Last Christmas, was made into a movie recently by Paul Feig, and it stars Emilia Clarke and Henry Golding, and it's basically, I mean, Matt and I looked up the spoilers for the movie last night. It's basically an exact translation of
Like if they're a
The
literal
song.
translation of the lyrics, which is very interesting.
I always have like George Michael's music. Like I love Faith,
Faith's great.
Careless Whisper. I like more of his mainstream.
Wake me up before you
Yeah.
go.
That's great. But it made you ask a question to me.
Yeah.
that I cannot wait to
He's
answer.
very excited about this. So because Last Christmas is very much a translation of a George Michael song to a film, I wanted to see if if they had to choose a song to turn into a movie, what would it be? I think my example is probably the most basic. It's Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, just because it kind of lays out an entire story. And I know that's very, very lazy. But
Cliche,
you know, it's got a lot of interesting components, and it's very dramatic, and it could work. People like.
I mean, listening to the song, I can imagine a movie.
Someone killed a man, and he's put on trial. And
you don't have to pitch it or anything.
No.
You just play the song. And there you go.
It's that. So I know he wants to wait for last because that's what
okay.
he wants to do. But Parker,
So-
if you had to choose a song,
I'm gonna hop on the Queen boat again.
is it
right?
cool? Okay?
Right? Because Queen is like one of the best bands ever.
Yep.
So Don't Stop Me Now, right? Listen to that song. You think, man, this is like some like coke high, you know, is great, you know. You listen, you read the lyrics, it's just a mess. It's like, you know, coke, right? All right. I'm
Yeah,
going
you know
somewhere.
coke.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he's talking
Here's
about
my
ecstasy.
pitch, all right? You're making Don't Stop Me Now into a movie. Only thing I'm going to say, it's called The Wolf of Wall Street. Exactly the same.
You could play that song on repeat through the entire
movie,
Yep.
and it makes
Yep.
sense. Don't stop me now.
I really appreciate how you didn't just take like a song with like literal lyrics and put it. You're like, that's kind of like the theme of it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's going to be hard fitting a shooting star with like on a tiger. Is that the line? I was trying to think of
a
a
shooting star burning through the sky speed, something. I don't know. Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite Queen songs.
Yeah.
So.
And then you listen to it, and I'm like, oh man, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. He's flying through the sky, and it's like, okay, this actually makes sense.
Parker doesn't actually do coke.
No, he does.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm sorry for
We did
mislabeling
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. That's very brave of you to come up with that.
This is actually my intervention, guys.
It's no longer Soundcheck, it's just the intervention show. But that's a very good choice. I would love to see that happen. Any movie
I mean,
that
I can
just
make it happen. Just put in Wolf of Wall Street, and then just hit it on repeat.
release that cut. It's like you call it the "Don't Stop Me Now" cut.
Yeah.
Put it on YouTube, and people are just like, "Wow, the movie's even better now."
This is the Snyder cut we've been waiting
Take
for.
that, Scorsese.
Oh yeah.
So, drum roll, Nate.
Hey, this Valentine's Day, Warner Brothers presents a movie written and directed by Nancy Meyers, Escape, the Pina Colada movie.
Oh my God.
The movie stars
Cut it.
Jason Bateman as the husband, Toni Collette as the wife, Elizabeth Olsen as the husband's potential suitor, Catherine Hahn as the wife's best friend, Sandra Oh as the wife's other best friend, Nick Kroll as the husband's bartender best friend, because you gotta have one of those in a rom-com, Timothy Oliphant as husband's other best friend, Gaten Matsuro from Stranger Things as their kid, Sterling K. Brown as the flirtatious boss, and John Cho as the wife's potential suitor.
Hey,
So-
can we kick him off the show?
Can we go back to talking about Jeremy Renner now?
Yeah.
It's a very, very heartwarming.
What's the plot of the movie?
So, both of these two, a married couple, a husband and wife, they are thinking about cheating on each other. So they put in a advert in the newspaper about if you like pina colada. It's kind of like the song lyrics, just like he said he didn't like. And Jason Bateman initially meets Elizabeth Olsen, and Toni Collette meets John Cho, but then they realize at the end that Jason Bateman and Toni Collette, the married couple, they belong together. It's such a heartwarming movie.
I can't believe you hyped me up so much for the Pina Colada movie. And you came out with the entire cast list. You just made us both you made me look like an amateur at my own show. Nate's now hosting Soundcheck from now on, just so you know.
But I have one more.
Oh, all right.
If we want to do, because of Last Christmas, the Christmas song, Christmas in the Hollis, the Run DMC Christmas song. So it's going to be like Friday, but it's going to be with Run DMC. I want a script.
I would pay money for that.
I want a script by Donald Glover, because he wrote Atlanta. And we're going to have Rev Run, DMC, and Jam Master Jay, all as themselves. Brian Tyree Henry as Santa. The dog from the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the ill reindeer. Elfrey Woodard is the mom. Jack Black is Jack Frost. And Bill Murray is the hawk.
You broke Matt.
I put away my notes for that. 'Cause there's no way I can keep track of anything that's going on right now. I'm kind of just like
The next
You're
holiday
processing.
classic.
I'm
What he
processing
just
everything.
said.
What one would you see?
The Run DMC one is actually like a really good idea.
I'm proud of it.
That was worth the hype. I was kind of iffy on the Pina Colada one, but the Christmas one definitely won me over.
I would
That's-
see it first day.
That is
opening
something.
day.
You would write it.
Yes.
I don't think Nate can handle writing Run DMC
No.
dialogue.
That's why I said Donald Glover. Get him. He wrote
There you
Atlanta.
go. Here you go. Yeah, you got it right. You'll produce it, and then
Can we that movie star Jeremy Renner?
Yes.
That'd work out really well.
and it actually doesn't play any Run DMC songs.
No.
It's just Jeremy
It's just
Renner.
Jeremy Renner's doing Run DMC covers. I hate everything right now. Nate, you're a beautiful boy.
Thank you.
I hope you know that. That was wonderful. Like he was telling me this entire time, like he was like writing notes out and like be prepared, and I was like, okay. But that
Okay.
I literally I can't stand that. That's a beautiful choice for a song.
You actually have a Google Doc
Yeah.
Yeah.
with all that stuff on it.
I mean, how else was he gonna remember that the dog from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was gonna play the reindeer?
Ill reindeer.
Oh, the sick one. He's going for the Oscar this year.
Yeah.
Going for the Oscar baity role. This is the weirdest episode of Soundcheck I think we've had so far. And I don't think we can go anywhere else, so I think we're just going to have to call it and end it on that wonderful DMC note. So thank you guys for watching. Excluding the Jeremy Renner tracks, if anything that we talked about, you've never heard of, please go take a listen to all of that, especially Kaiser Chiefs. Very, very
Every
good.
piece of music is free online.
Is it really? I guess.
I mean, YouTube,
yeah.
Spotify, Apple.
My brain is so dead right now.
Yeah.
So
You have nothing to lose.
yeah, nothing. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.